Thursday evening to all you fine folks out there on the World Wide Web watching us on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is June the 20th, 2024, and you're tuned in tonight to Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, coming to you live and in color. And if you're watching us on the Facebook, if you don't mind, reach over and hit the like button, hit the share button. Let everybody know that you're a fan of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, and our broadcast will broadcast on your page, getting us out to a more wider array of people. But we welcome you tonight to our show. Man, it's good to be back in the saddle tonight. I kind of know what it feels like to be Sean Hannity when he takes a vacation from broadcasting. I was missed last Thursday night, but it's good to be back in the saddle, and we are glad tonight to know that you, our faithful viewers, are watching us from wherever you're tuned in all over the world tonight, and we appreciate each and every one of you for your patronage and for your support of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show right here on Facebook and YouTube live every Thursday night. And tonight we want to remind you that we are coming to you live from right here in Enterprise, Georgia, our studio at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, and our studio at turn number 3 at the old Rocket Speedway in Dothan, Alabama. Live and in color all across the great United States of America and foreign countries where it's legal and illegal for us to send our broadcast. All 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands, and coming in loud, proud, and strong in the great state of Baker County, Georgia. And we welcome all of our viewers up there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the truth and nothing but the truth, and things that you will hear right here and only here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. But I do need to give you a disclaimer. If you do subscribe to Common Sense conservative Judeo-Christian thinking and principles, you are probably tuned into the wrong program. You have probably happened up on our broadcast and you wondered, what in the world have I got myself into? Go ahead right now and change the channel, turn it, and watch something that will make you happy and not cause your blood pressure to accelerate. Because we're going to speak the truth here tonight, and we're going to say things that probably will offend you. But anyway, that's what Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show is all about. Boys, we got a brand new one tonight. Big screen, 107.9437 and 2/32 of an inch.
Whoa. Say that again.
I can't.
Charlie, don't put him in a trap like that. You know what that
He
means.
tried to set me in a trap there. But anyway, we're on a big one tonight. Sappies. We're at Sappies tonight. That's spelled Sappy apostrophe S. Sappies. Sappies. Sex education remedial courses for senior citizens. Sappies. Senile therapy for politicians. Sappies. Syrup candy pullings featuring the Dick Johnson singers. Sappies. Sappies. Sycamore ball hemorrhoid scratchers. And Sappies. Sugar cane juice laxatives in Shellman, Georgia.
Oh, boy. Go ahead and get you.
You know, there ain't many folks named Sappy. Yeah, he ought not to be hard to find.
Yeah. Old Sappy. That's up in Shellman, Georgia. So if you need any of those things in your life right now, go check Sappy out. He's got us on the big screen. Big shout out to all of you up in Shellman, Georgia, watching tonight on the big screen at Sappy's in Shellman, Georgia.
Floyd.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but it's good to see the old boy sitting up here with us on Thursday night. Man, I tell you what, was I ever more concerned? And I ain't heard from him all week long.
Marvin called me. He done a welfare check on me.
Yeah, I did call. I called him. Yeah.
But you know, folks was worried about him, about Marvin and Queasel not being on. I had them call me up to Baker County, want to know if he was ever going to be back on. If we'd all got sideways or something other, then me and you can just go start out on our I'm telling you, Marvin, folks was concerned about you, man. But
Yeah,
still.
And when we can't give an explanation, it puts Floyd and I in a position of kind of being a target at the whole deal. And we don't want to tell them a lie, and we don't want to tell them, well, we kind of feel good. We don't know what's going on. Well, y'all don't get along anymore. It puts us in a bad light, don't it, Floyd?
Well, I tell you what, the next time my belly's tore up on Thursday night, I'll call you and let you know before we go on live.
Put us on speakerphone.
Yeah. But hey, Queasel is still missing.
Where is he?
I hear him. Well, I think he's off where the internet ain't good, but I'm going to throw this back up so maybe
back up so if anybody sees him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sees him. Queasel Erskine, white male, 4.5 foot in height, 135 pounds in weight. Last seen watching a YouTube video, how to catch fish while wearing platform shoes.
That's it.
That's so.
Y'all see him, let us know. We'd love to hear from him.
Let us know about old Queasel there.
Yeah.
We got folks tuned in from all over. I got to say a hello to the best bass guitar player that ever hit the legendary Bama band, the band that was working with Little Junior when he got 5 Entertainer of the Year awards in a row.
Wow.
Mr. Ray Barrickman up in Kentucky. Love you, Ray. Hope I can get up that way and see you for long.
Thank you for joining, Mr. Ray. We appreciate it.
We ought to have him on one night. Charlie ought to have him on one night. He can zoom into us and tell us some of them stories, them traveling stories. And stories. That'd be interesting.
I'll check on that.
Hey, we got we got it where we can have guests remote in tonight. Matter of fact, a little bit later on in the show tonight, we're going to be joined by a guest from Arlington, Georgia, that's going to be talking to us about some quail hunting expeditions. Mr. Mike Stewart going to be joining us about 8:35 tonight live on the show. But hey, listen, I know you just called that out. Boys, we got a video this week. I never dreamed how wide of an audience that we reach.
Man, I know how wide it is.
It is, and I want to play this video sent to you. They sent the video. Of course, you'll see who it is and why they had to send a video, but I wanted to play it for y'all.
8 p.m. Eastern. A group of us liberals here on Martha's Vineyard slip away in secret and watch our favorite online show, Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show.
Mac Daddy, all right.
I mean, what else can I say? I mean,
Floyd.
I think going everywhere, man. We are reaching them. We are reaching the unreachable.
Yeah. And you talk about Martha's Vineyard. I mean, there we go. He said they sneak away and watch in secret on Thursday night.
They sneak away and get them about 4 bottles of Red Dagger or Boone's Farm and watch it in secret.
They get them about 5 dime bags of that green leafy substance. Twist it up. Because Obama can smoke some weed. Let me tell you, that's a weed. Him and Kamala Harris, that's 2 weed smoking human beings right there. They love them some weed. Green leafy substance.
Well, now wait a minute. Whoa. I feel something in my heart I need to talk about when you say that. Are you saying you're saying that they would do something that is not healthy and might be a detriment to the environment, like maybe a gas grill? Huh?
Well, if they do it, ain't nothing wrong with it. They want us to quit doing it. That's what the problem is. If they do it, it's okay. Whatever they do is okay.
This is for real, folks. I want you to look. Now, if he don't look stupid, Grits is not groceries. He's just a dumb-looking guy to talk to listen to. You see him looking straight down at his paper all the time. He's reading his stuff. Gas grills are supposed to be an enemy that we're not supposed to have, that his fearless leader wants us to give up. Mm-hmm. I want you to look at him at some place. It's the first time this nut has ever cooked on a grill, or either there's more stupid than what I thought. I can see the hot dogs, the wieners look okay, but boys, do you see that meat, number one, is frozen. It's those El Cheapo things you get at Wally World, and it looks like somebody laid them out on the counter, forgot about them, came back a day after that, and decided to freeze them and bring them out for whatever occasion this is. Yeah, am I blind, or is that y'all kind of agree with me on that?
Yeah.
That's what it looks to me like. That ain't real meat. I don't know that. That could be some kind of a test tube meat. You know,
Lab grown. But look here, you don't put a piece of cheese on a piece of meat that ain't even been cooked yet.
Raw meat. You don't do. Of course. Hey, he's as phony as a. Well, I could say it, but I'm not.
No, hold it. Anyway.
Are you talking some auctioneer language
I'm
there?
talking auctioneer language right there.
But y'all, them folks don't know where in the heck that meat comes from. It might have spoke Spanish. It might have been from New Zealand, but I guarantee you, it ain't nothing like us rednecks with class can enjoy right here in Southwest Georgia and Southeast Alabama. 'Cause I got some news. Sowega Meat Company, boys, is now open right up the road from me in Headland, Alabama on US 431. That's right across from Rodeos. You can't miss it. Look for the sign and go inside. Check them out from 9 till 6, Monday through Friday, and from 9 to 5 on Saturday. Prime meat. Prime meat that is grown and produced right here in the Wiregrass area. I said prime. Ground beef, you got fillets, you got T-bones, you got ribeyes, all types of sausage, and a lot of great gift ideas and rubs and things to go with it. 2 locations. Sowega Meat Company, located in Headland, Alabama, US 431, right across from Rodeos, and over in Southwest Georgia between Blakely and Colquitt on US 27. You know, that's the way to do it, boys. If you go get in the business, put it on the US highway. And that's what they've done.
Yeah. And Charlie, I wanted to show Chuck Schumer how we cook hot dogs down here in the South.
Now that's it. That is it.
Hey, I promise you ain't got to be out there long with them, and they'll be done.
The solar powered. That's a solar powered grill. Nobody knows.
Another question I am asked, and I'm gonna let him address this. A lot of my friends, I know the Pittmans from over around Enterprise are watching tonight. Good to see y'all watching. But a lot of folks say, he says he's from Enterprise, Georgia. I've never heard of Enterprise, Georgia. Now, where is Enterprise, Georgia? It's not on the map.
Well, it ought to be.
It should be, because it's home
Enterprise
to
is a very famous settlement.
Oh,
that's an old settlement out there. That was like a Wells Fargo Pony Express station at one time. That in Enterprise.
What is
Dawsonville?
What is the population, not counting Marvin's goats, chickens, and ducks?
There's probably 100 folks live out here, wouldn't you say, Floyd?
Yeah, they about at least 100. Yeah, yeah. They well-to-do folks live out there. I'm telling you now, them folks has got the wherewithal at Enterprise.
And actually, Charlie, some people know it as Hooterville too, because there was the old Hooterville store here, but it's been Enterprise for years. Matter of fact, there's caves back here on our property, because my family's been here since the caveman days. They was carvings on caves.
I've seen them carvings back in there. You're from Mike.
Roger Cook, him and Roger Cook probably carved some back there.
They carved some back in there. Well, they was back there smoking cigarettes and they stole from their daddy.
Hey, see there, Tony Tab, he's got it. It's unincorporated, Charlie. That's what they can't find it. It's unincorporated.
Okay.
But I think there was I don't know. I can't remember if it was I know there was a voting precinct in Mayhaw. I don't know if there was one at Enterprise, but
I don't think it was one at Enterprise. Mayhaw had one, but it is all Mayhaw's home of the world famous, the most world famous Mayhaw jelly in the world. Cedar Head Mayhaw Company is located corporate headquarters in Enterprise, Georgia. Cedar
right.
Head Mayhaw Company. You see the jelly everywhere.
And it is
Ground zero for Mayhaw jelly.
it is exactly halfway between Colquitt and Donaldsonville on 91. You come
Got you.
right through the heart of Enterprise, Georgia, when you do that. Enterprise. Hey, Floyd, I need you to do something for me. I need you to tell our good friends about the Peach Depot in Iron City, Georgia.
Man, they didn't go over there probably twice a week, 2 or 3 times a week. And they got all the fresh vegetables you want, homegrown, local grown stuff right here in Southwest Georgia. Grown locally, some of the best peaches you'll ever eat in your life. Some of the best peaches. There they are right there sorting through them peaches. Go in there and get you a cup of that fresh peach ice cream while you there. You cannot go wrong. It's some of the best corn I ever had in my life. They get that corn and they grate that corn, that field corn, and they grate it. Now, you ain't gonna find that stuff nowhere except down here in Southwest Georgia. People that do it just like that right there at the Peach Depot, Iron City, Georgia, Highway 84 in Iron City. They do a great job. It's a local family historic produce market. They grow their own produce. They market their own produce. Other people, local people, grow produce and sell it there. Good watermelons, good peas, good sweet potatoes, some good pickling cucumbers, some good boiled peanuts. Y'all go see them at the Peach Depot there in Iron City, Georgia. Good folks.
Charlie, I wanted to well, you got two pictures here I wanted to put up. Tell us first about this catfishing right here.
Morgan Snellgrove and grandson Will went to the river the other night and cast their bait into the sea. And it looks like they got a low. I bet you there's probably in that ice chest 70 pounds of catfish.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Big blues. I'm talking about some of them 20, 22 pounds a piece. Beautiful catch of cat. They were evidently in a feeding frenzy because you don't see folks fishing from the bank with reel and rod come out with that many big catfish. Now, this is some history, folks. If you ever heard of an Alabama senator that famous saying was, "Where's the buffet line?" That is the Honorable Howell Heflin right there in the middle of the page. The one who, yes, we in Alabama will admit, found the young lady's panties in his coat pocket when he went to wipe his nose one day in public. Never did figure out where them panties came from. The late...
They set him up. I can tell you what happened.
I know. And there you have Mayor Kenneth Everett. He passed away just a couple of weeks, 3 weeks ago. Mayor of Dothan, Alabama. This is 1984. Let me set this up for you. The guy on the right is the star of the show, astronaut John Glenn. And he was in town running for president of the United States of America against a fellow named Ronald Reagan, was president of the United States of America. Well, Howell Heflin's also running for re-election for U.S. Senate. They hired yours truly and Mr. Gene Reagan, a legend, to go out to the Farm Center. This is at the Houston County Farm Center, Ross Clark Circle, Dothan, Alabama. It's during the heated campaign. Now, you got to understand that right before this event took place is when President Ronald Reagan flew into Dothan, Alabama to eat fried chicken with us at the Dothan Civic Center. So this is Reagan country. Well, they bring Howell in and bring the big astronaut John Glenn in. He was a great American, don't get me wrong. The place was full. Dobbs Barbecue was there. It was free barbecue. Come out and hear Howell Heflin and meet astronaut John Glenn. All was going well until Howell Heflin introduced John Glenn, and he got up there and started bad-mouthing Ronald Reagan like you would not believe. We were out in the van. We had been drawing the crowd and everything. Folks started piling out of that building like it was just about on fire. You could shoot a scatter gun in the crowd when he got through and not hurt many folks. And he found out, and Mr. Howell Heflin found out that you don't badmouth Ronald Reagan in a town where he comes to eat fried chicken with the citizens.
Now, the one thing I noticed about that picture, Robert, can you put that picture back up there and let me observe? I'm very observant of what's going on. I see the man right there between Howell Heflin and Kenneth Everett with the big ears. Y'all see him with the big ears? Y'all know who that is? That is none other than a state senator, Jimmy Hodge Timmons from Arlington, Georgia.
All right.
Has to be him. If it ain't him, it is his twin. And I think some of you folks up there in Calhoun County and Early County and Miller County know that is Mr. Jimmy Hodge Timmons right there.
Let me add something to the story right quick. I see Mr. Terry Barfield is watching, and Terry will know who I'm talking about. The engineer that was with me in the van, a fellow named Oscar Landman, who was just a legendary engineer in radio and TV, mainly radio. But I introduced Gene, and here comes Howell Heflin with John Glenn up. And Gene says, Gene said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to be, I'm honored to introduce to you the great statesman, the great senator from the great state of Alabama, Senator Howell Heflin. Howell gets the microphone, and here's exactly what he said. Thank you, Gene Rayburn. You're a fine newspaper man, a very learned man in the field of agriculture.
Ain't nothing no more phony than a politician. I don't care where he is. See, Jeb Tab says that's Jimmy Hodge. He knows it.
Yeah. I need to write a book.
Lord have mercy.
You could.
That Gene was a dear friend.
Hey guys, we want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, the Holster 9 and Phillips Auto Parts. They're located on Highway 27 in Colquitt, Georgia. Phillips Auto Parts, all of your personal auto needs, your farm auto needs, your business auto needs. They got a gift shop in there. Go in and see Miss Key. She will fix you up with a gift basket like no other. They carry those rabbit pellet grills and all the flavors of rabbit pellets to grill your favorite item. And then next door is the Holstered 9. It is a state-of-the-art gun shop with a gunsmith on site. All of your firearm needs, ammunition, guns, pistols, rifles, shotguns, hunting gear, hunting clothing, all can be found right there at the Holstered 9. State of the art, brand new gun shop, been open less than a year. If you've not stopped by and visited them, I promise you, you will not regret it. Great place to do business. Some of our good friends at the Holstered 9 on Highway 27, right before you get to Badcock on the right, going out toward Bainbridge. The Holstered 9 and Phillips Auto Parts.
Can you put the picture of the grill up one more time? Dr. Bo Grice from Kitsy is watching, and I wanted to say this earlier, and I thought, well, maybe I'd be out of line by saying it. But Dr. Grice says it well. There's a lot of evil using that grill. Is that not true?
Yeah,
Chuck he looks evil.
He's a wolf rat. He looks like one. He's got the mind of a wolf rat.
Lord help. Yep, bad situation. Hey, I wanted to throw this up. I hate Quee's not here to discuss it. Electric Tesla in Panama City this past weekend caught on fire. 45,000 gallons of water, and it did not put it out.
I'll be dog. What's that? What is that environmental catastrophe? What is that called?
Oh, me.
Gallons. And water is a precious resource, you understand.
And that's, I mean, I read the article, and the firemen were saying you can't put the batteries out.
Impossible.
Do you realize how much 45,000 gallons of water is? The largest tanker that the fire department here has is on like near about a semi chassis, and it hauls 3,000 gallons of water. So how many would that take?
15. 15. Take 15 tankers, and they still ain't put the fire out.
No, yeah, still had not put the fire out.
Let me ask y'all, do y'all have one of them charging stations over there?
Nope.
No.
There's a row of them. I think there's about 10 in front of the Winn-Dixie across from the medical center on the circle. And the only time you see anybody using those facilities, I think Tesla on there, is on the weekends this time of the year when them money folks from up there, Atlanta and north of Atlanta, are going to their cottage at the beach. They can't make it all the way to Panama City on one charge on one of them little bitty Teslas. And I asked somebody that's got one, I had to be, I wasn't ugly, but I said, how long does it take that thing to charge up? He said, that's according to how much money you want to spend and how quick you want it charged up. But on one of those like out there, you're talking 45 minutes to an hour of you got to add to your trip to Panama City.
Stupid.
You can't, you can't just
stupid. Good.
I just wonder if anybody else felt the way I did. Anybody that bought, that's your business. But bless your heart,
Hey,
bless the hearts.
I'm a little bit like Billy Sheik. I mean, not Billy Sheik. Let's see who. Jeb Tab said that they should have just run it off into a sand dune or something.
That'd have been a good idea.
Drag it off out there in the sand dune, covered up with sand. Get your front end loader covered up with sand, and let it stay there.
Look what Carl Cressman said, and I agree with that. All that water had to wash off into the rainwater system, and now it's got all that battery acid flowing, all that contaminated water that is now flowing 45,000 gallons, which Tony Tabb said would be the size of the old city pool in Colquitt. It held about.
It goes down into the sewer system, gets into the water supply of Panama City, and could possibly kill 10,000 people. Yep. That's it, right? You're right, Billy Shingler. Bury it like a cat turd. Just take it out there and dump sand on it and cover it up. Because it's about the same thing as a talk.
That's our lawyer, by guys. Tell him, Billy.
Do it, Shingler.
Right. I agree with him. You can put out some cotton modules with that much water, but you can't put out one automobile fire.
They had a truck hauling them. This has been some time back. That was coming down I-10, and they were running east on 10, and had a couple of them catch fire on a trailer, and shut down I-10 for like 3 or 4 hours. You can't put them out.
I don't know. This was probably on Back Beach Road. I don't know where it was, but it was over the weekend. I think it was Sunday in Panama City because I got it off the news wire from Panama City. I mean, you can't make it up. Cannot make it up. And here's the thing. I mean, again, they want that's what they want. That's what they want on the road. Nothing but those.
That's what they go demand that's on the road. And people like us who depend on fossil fuel, on internal combustion engines, they want the electric bus to come by and pick us up and take us wherever they deem necessary for us to go. That's the whole point. That's the whole plan. An automobile is freedom. And they do not want us to have, and I mean, when I say they, the Democrat Party does not want us to have our own independence and our own freedom. That's right. That's their motive behind this.
They want to pick us up on the electric buses, but they still want to use their jets with jet fuel burning carbon, but we will save the environment by us giving up our rights.
Absolutely. That's what the plan is, guys. They got it in for us. Let me tell you, for people like us, for normal people, sensible people, common sense minded people, they got it in for us, buddy, because they cannot understand how we function. No, hey, we are in their way. We are in their way.
Our guest has just arrived in the green room, so I'm going to bring him on, and I'm going to toggle you guys into the green room and bring you back momentarily. And I am joined right now by none other than Mr. Mike Stewart himself from the great city of Arlington, Georgia. Is that correct, Mr. Mike?
That's it.
Well, I'm glad you joined us tonight. Mr. Mike is a quail hunting guide in Southwest Georgia, and he told me today, correct me if I'm wrong, you've been hunting since you were 6 years old for quail. Is that correct?
That's right. I started with Daddy when I was 6 years old.
Well, I'd like for you to, I'm going to throw some pictures up and let our viewers see them, but I'd like for you to, if you would, tell us a little bit about what you do quail hunting and where all you do guided hunts, and just tell us the story. You know the drill.
Okay, I'll be glad to. We'll start with these pictures. These are some that I took this past year. Didn't have a whole lot of time because I got a gun in one hand and trying to take pictures in the others. But these are some of the dogs that I have that are working, and it's a good sight when I can see this kind of activity taking place with my dogs, and the hunters love it. So they love to see it. And so all of this started. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying,
there's some more of them.
Beautiful, beautiful dogs. I mean, that's it. That picture, that dog on point is. I mean, that's just picturesque.
Yeah, I started in October after it cools down a little bit, getting them in condition, running them 2 or 3 days a week for 15, 20, 25 minutes a time, and then by the time we roll into December, they're in some semblance of good shape, and I've got 10 dogs. Now, back in the day, if you had 2 dogs, you were a happy camper. But I've got 10, and 8 of them I hunt weekly. The other 2, one of them's in full retirement, and one of them's in semi-retirement. She's called out in an emergency. But I have loved it ever since I was old enough to walk with Daddy. And my brothers and I all grew up quail hunting down around Early County, Miller County, Baker County on the farms before irrigation came in. So there were a lot more birds around the field edges, and we were able to grow up and enjoy it, and still enjoy it, but it's just a little bit different now in some situations.
Now, when you were hunting back then as a boy, you were hunting natural quail, not
wild birds. Yes.
Quail. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, what about, where all do you guide right now?
Right now I'm under retainer, I guess would be the correct word, with the Rat Nest Farm. It's a private farm up in Leslie. The fella has an investment company, a real estate investment, and he sends his bankers, his lawyers, his background people, and their kids or whoever they want to bring, and sends them down for a day, and we go hunt. Now we've got plenty of wild birds. We counted 20-something coveys last fall as we were mowing, and then we do some early release, and then if need be, we'll put out some birds on the day of the hunt just to ensure that the boss is happy. And so that's what we do, and you can tell the difference in the pen-raised birds, the release birds, and the wild birds, because wild birds get up, you better be shooting right then, or you're not going to get a shot.
Well, let me ask you this. I know there's been talk in the past about predators, coyotes hurting the wild population. What is our wild population looking like right now?
I've been scouting cotton this is my 40th year scouting cotton during the summer. And every summer as I'm walking the fields, I can hear the birds whistling. And the last 3 or 4 years, I've heard way, way more whistling calls early in the morning, and have seen more wild birds in the last 2 or 3 years. The coyotes got the parvovirus, and that wipes them out a little bit. And the biggest threat to wild birds right now is your raccoons, your armadillos, your house cats, some snakes. There's been a lot of studies done by Tall Timbers Research down in Tallahassee, and they put cameras on the quail nest, and they found out that the raccoons and the armadillos and the possums do way, way more damage to a quail population than do hawks and everything else. So it's tough.
But you do think that our natural quail population is making somewhat of a rebound?
Yes. A lot of your farmers are planting the corners of their fields in pine trees and longleaf or either loblolly slash whatever, and that's beautiful habitat for the quail. They can get out in there and raise and can now you're not going to find them very often because when you do, they're getting up and they're going straight to the deepest part of the woods they can find. But if you work at it, you can find wild birds and enjoy a day hunting.
So let me ask you this for our viewers now. Do you do any public hunts or contracted hunts, or is it just for your owner?
I did up until this, but I'm on basically retainer. We try to hunt on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but if it rains one day or if somebody calls and says, "Oh, they're sick, they can't come today," so I've got to be free pretty much Monday through Friday and sometimes on Saturdays with them.
I got you. So got a wild question for you. Art, you said you started hunting when you were 6 years old. I think you told me you were 61. So that means you've been hunting 55 years of your life.
That's right.
Had to guess, how many quail hunts have you been on in 55 years?
5,000 or 6,000 maybe.
Wow.
Because I hunt a lot. Even when I was teaching and coaching, Saturdays were always for hunting something.
Yeah.
And those dogs aren't cheap, so I got to get them out there and get them going.
And we have one of our guests on each week talking about fishing and how, and it's important that we, not only are good stewards of the outdoors, but that we teach children about hunting and fishing and enjoying nature and enjoying the things of the outdoors. And quail hunting is something that has had its roots in Southwest Georgia. I mean, I've seen the pictures of when President Eisenhower would hunt on Itchaway Plantation. And I mean, we're known for it down here, and it's a pretty big economic engine as well in terms of people coming quail hunting from out of town. I mean, I know you've worked at other plantations. Talk about that for just a moment.
Well, the one closest to the house here is Quail Country, and it was founded in 1960. And a little story with that is when Mr. Tommy Newberry applied to the Secretary of State for a business license for quail hunting, for the property and all, they didn't know what to charge him because they'd never done it before. And so they ended up charging him like $300. And that was the beginning of Quail Country, which ran for up until a couple of years ago. And then I know down in Brenton at Brentwood Plantation, Woody War and his crew down there do a good job of it. And they've been going for 15, 18, maybe even 20 years now down there. So it's a commitment to get into one of those plantations.
Well, and I know you got several in Decatur County, you got several in Baker County, several in Calhoun County, Clay County. I mean, there's in Doherty County, a lot of plantations in this area for quail hunting. And hey, listen, what better? I've been a couple of 3 times in my life. I'm not an expert hunter. I shot a whole lot more shells than I kill birds, but I had a good time just being out and seeing God's creation. That's one of the serene things about it.
Yes. And most of the time, especially what we're doing, there's no pressure. The folks are business people, bankers, and they want to get out and just enjoy being outside. And, it even gets to the point where some of them's like, I don't want to hunt anymore today. Y'all go ahead and take care of it. I'm just going to sit up here and watch and enjoy it and get away from the office. So it's that type of stuff.
Just being out in nature. Well,
yes.
We appreciate you joining us tonight and telling us your story about quail hunting up in Calhoun County and Arlington, Georgia. And we wish you the best and be safe. I know you got hunting will start back when, in October?
Wild bird season starts second Saturday in November and runs through the end of February. Now plantations start in October 1, but it's still so hot and dry. Most of them don't start till right around Thanksgiving.
I got you. We bless you. Lord bless you, Mike, and we appreciate you joining us tonight. I know you're one of our faithful viewers, and we appreciate you joining us, but we appreciate you coming on tonight and sharing with our viewers about quail hunting in Southwest Georgia. God bless you, my brother. Have a great evening.
Appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.
That man knows what he's talking about. He's been there and done it. I went on a trip, make this real quick. Years ago, I was taping it and participating too. We shot caged birds, pin birds that morning. That afternoon, we went to a good place where it was every one of them were wild birds. Your ratio of hit is just, it goes to nothing. It's like he said, once you hear it, if you hadn't got the shot off, you ain't gonna get you go hungry that night.
Well, see, my problem when I went, I was trying to shoot them with a 22 single shot.
Oh, Bobby, that was a great interview. It was a great guy, and he watches every. He watches every Thursday night. He's a great viewer.
Every Thursday night, Mike Stewart's gonna say joining him. Even when he's rehearsing for Swamp Gravy, he's watching on his phone from Cotton Hall. So we
appreciate you.
Here's one thing, Charlie, that I don't understand about Marvin. When Marvin has an opportunity, now this does not work at his church. Any opportunity he has for fundraising or for exposure or anything, he puts that out there. You know, people quail hunting coming here, rich people coming down, busy professional people. They're looking for an experience, if you will. They're looking for an experience.
That's right.
What better way to expose the culture of our region and our country? What better way to expose the culture of our people than having Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports have a performance for them, have an interaction with them while they're here.
Yes.
They've seen anything like this before. And Marvin, I love Marvin. I love him to death. But you have to keep Marvin back. You have to get him back on track. You have to get him back. And I'm trying to. But a missed opportunity. Say, Mr.
Well, we know tonight.
We'd love to come to like a little presentation, like a little dinner theater thing for y'all while they're sitting there having their dinner and the refreshments and everything. And we can kind of tell some Southern stories, something about our culture and who we are. Been a great opportunity and for more exposure for us. But anyway, gone. That was gone, baby.
Hey, it's just like whoa. It's just like we know we have touched Martha's Vineyard. Mm-hmm. And if we can touch Martha's Vineyard, I mean,
they're looking for real. We are for real. We're the real deal. We are real people in a real world.
You want to shoot all the shells at one time. I like to shoot a few, and then I'll go back and shoot a few more. You got to know how to.
When are you gonna reload, Marvin? You pretty soon you're gonna be running out of ammunition.
Hey guys, it's time for the trivia. Southern Hissy Fitz trivia time here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Our good friend Southern Hissy Fit on College Street on the southwest corner of the square. All your embroidery, custom t-shirts, tumblers, logos, digital designs, and a whole lot more. Right there, our friends at Southern Hissy Fits on the square in Colquitt, Georgia. Give them a call, or better yet, go by and see Miss Vicky. Tell her exactly what you need, and I promise you she will hook you up. Our winner tonight of the trivia contest will receive compliments of Southern Hissy Fits, a logoed Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show car tag. If you are the winner tonight of the Southern Hissy Fits trivia time, and here is the trivia question. I need your name and the correct answer texted to 229-254-5060. Here's your question. I need the year, make, and model number. Year, make, and model number.
Ooh.
Year, make, and model of this car. Year, make, and model of the car. And you will be the winner.
That was an automobile right there now.
Class.
Floyd, who would have been somebody in Colquitt that would have drove one of them?
Probably Mr. Jim Fudge. Mr. Jim Fudge. Clyde Jenks would never drove one. Mr. Jim Fudge would have drove one. He would have had one, and maybe Louis Freeman might have drove one. He might have drove one. And Baker County, it would have been it would have been probably Huey Powell or either he'd have been about the only one that would have drove one in Baker County.
Billy Kimbrell probably would not have drove one.
No, now they wouldn't. No Kimball had no money enough to buy no car like that. and in Baker County also, Mr. Horace Musgrove might have drove one like that.
Let me ask a question. In the days of this vehicle we're looking at, what were finance terms in that era?
Probably your interest rate. Your interest rate probably been around, 6, 7, 8% interest on a note like that. That would have been right there. Probably would have been about a $2,500, $3,000 automobile.
And that was big money for that model car.
Some money. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. All right. We've got Carl Cressman has come in with a 1940 Hudson. He is correct. He's correct on one of it. He is correct
on the Carl. Now you know that car wasn't made in the 1940s. Come on now, Carl. Get your year right. You
told him. Carl. Whoa. Ain't we throwing some help out to Mr. Cressman?
He's on key. He knows that ain't no 1940.
It is a Hudson, but I need to know the year and what kind of Hudson it was.
You ought to know that.
Yeah. Need to know.
See them old big white wall tires? See, that wasn't fake white wall tires. That was real white wall tire. So you could spin off with that car right there. You could spin and leave a white streak.
Now, what about, let me ask you this. Would Dynamite King or Bill Dismuke have had one of those?
No, they would not have. They wrong era. Status-wise, Bill Dismuke would not be caught dead in a car like that.
Let me ask you this. Status-wise and price-wise, three-hole Buick against this.
The three-hole Buick didn't hold it. It was down here.
Way down.
He was on down from that three-hole Buick. Mm-hmm.
Hudson was.
Well,
Charles Thorne is getting close.
Charles is right on it. I mean, he's at it. I mean, he's as close as anybody is right now. Randy King's got the one, but Charles Thorne's the closest. He's not right on it, but he's the closest.
Mike Stewart, he's off.
Yep, Mike Stewart's off.
He's off. He knows what it is, but that Hornet deal, he's right on that.
It is a Hudson. It is a Hudson.
And they all kind of look similar in the late 40s, early 50s. You take 47, 48, 49, and 50. Especially 48, 49, and 50. They all kind of look similar.
Yeah.
But that car right there was there he is.
There he is. Bill Hornsby. Bill Hornsby is the winner. It is a 1950 Hudson Hornet.
Good
deal.
Hudson Hornet and Bill Hornsby, one of the original.
He first one clicked up. But that car right there was a winner. Them Hudson Hornets was the winner of the early NASCAR races, wasn't they, Charlie?
Oh yeah,
yeah. They were
on the
and they had they were
on the beach. Before they built the big speedway on the beach, they were tough to beat.
Back up on the highway.
That's right.
Fabulous. They were the fabulous Hudson Hornet. That's what they were. Y'all look it up. Fabulous. Yeah, look at that. Bill said Eugene had. Yeah, Eugene had one. Man, them Hornsbys down there in Seminole County. Ooh, so now they jaw the ground when they walk. Let me tell you. I'm talking about jarred the ground.
That's all they had was a 1950 Hornet, ain't you, Floyd?
Right, man.
Hey, Floyd, tell them about Miss Ziggy.
Oh, man, you know Ziggy Beach, one of my favorite places in the world to go. Me and Nadine, Thursday night, shrimp night. Had it tonight. Got us wheeled in there. Got it. It took me about 3 minutes to get my order. Told her what I wanted, put it in the bag for me, out the door. Me and Nadine come on home, fried them shrimp up. Go in there to Ziggy Beach if y'all want some of the best seafood you ever had in your life. Local folks right here, local ownership. Good seafood comes straight off the Gulf down there, comes right out of the Gulf down there, comes straight to their market, comes straight to their cooler here in Concord. Salmon, shrimp, lobster, oysters, whatever you want. Ziggy B's Seafood Market. You cannot beat it. It's some of the best seafood you ever had in your life, right here in Concord, Georgia. Y'all come see them at Ziggy B's Seafood Market.
Look at here, got some pretty, all that pretty.
Yeah, that's just part of it right there, Marvin.
I'm gonna tell you what she did. She spoiled me. The first time I went over there and got some of those shrimp and let her steam them. Did a combination of Old Bay and a little bit of garlic in it. That's the only place I get shrimp from now. They're good.
It's worth the trip. It's worth the trip. They ain't all rubberized and all that. She got that steamer dialed in.
Hey guys, KWG Plumbing, Kenneth Wayne Garney, licensed in the state of Alabama, licensed in the state of Georgia. He is a master plumber, and he has 12-hour, not 24-hour service. Used to be 24-hour service. Started advertising on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Had to cut down to 12 hours. Said if he keeps going, he might have to go to 6 hours a day. He can't handle it because so much business is coming his way. KWG Plumbing, Kenneth Wayne Garney. His number's right there on the screen. All you got to do is give him a call, and I promise you he will take care of your need. Floyd, tell him what his motto is.
If you ain't flowing, I'll get you going.
And we are joined right now on the phone by none other than Mr. Garney himself. Mr. Garney, how are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Loud and clear from the shores of Panama City Beach.
Panama City Beach, Florida. Well, hallelujah.
Yes, I'm glad they found you. Floyd, he was getting kind of worried, didn't know where you was last week or this week.
I know.
Maybe show up Saturday night.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I know. I got him all shook up. We got some pictures here, and I know these are some throwback Thursdays that you sent me, but it's some pictures of some big old catfish here. And then what is that? Is that a grouper that all died?
That is a black drum. She caught that under the bridge in St. Joe. We went there within 5 minutes. She had that thing on the bank.
Good. Not a
beside us, and they've been there all day and ain't even had a bite.
Son, man alive.
5 minutes. Reeled that thing in.
Wow. Well, and I know you said you've been working a lot this week, and that y'all are down at the Gulf, and you're planning on going out fishing tomorrow. Is that right?
Yes, sir. The boats hadn't been out in 3 days because of the weather, but we just got a call a while ago from the captain that said we get the dock at 6 a.m. in the morning, and we're gonna go about 30 miles offshore and try to catch the red snapper.
And you gonna have us some pictures for next Thursday night, right?
Next Thursday night, yeah. We're gonna try to catch some fish and then cook them in the motel room and eat good, without having to have all that expense of going out.
I'm with you, brother. How about some words of wisdom before you leave us tonight?
Yes, sir. Wayne, just keep a smile on your face. Help somebody if you can. From Captain Hook, just be strong and courageous. Never give up.
That's what I'm talking about right there. God bless you, brother. Y'all be particular tomorrow. And
can I say something, Brother Wayne? Can you hear me, Brother Wayne?
He can't. Hey, Wayne, hold on, brother. Wayne, hold on. Go ahead, Charlie.
Can you hear me, Wayne?
He can't hear you, but I can relay it to him.
Tell him I'm advising him to go get a big bottle of Dramamine and start taking it right now.
Charlie said go get you a big bottle of Dramamine and start taking it.
Well, we already got Dramamine and peanut butter crackers and saltine crackers and all that stuff we can take with us. And we'll have a few other things to try to help settle the nerve. Hey, whether it's sunny or raining or wind blowing, we love to fish.
I see it. Brother, y'all be careful. We'll look forward to the pictures next week. God bless you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Floyd, wouldn't you be taking a Dramamine?
I tell you what, I think I just stay at the house.
That's a true outdoorsman there.
Oh, man. Charlie, tell them about our friend who is watching tonight live, Shingler Law, Mr. Billy Shingler.
Mr. Billy Shingler, at some point in your life, you're going to need an attorney. You want an attorney that is on the ball, that takes care of business in a timely manner, whether you're a little in trouble with maybe the law for some reason, Maybe you have a probate situation. Maybe you need to get something taken care of legally, documents, wills, anything you can think of. Shingler Law is the folks to go to. Billy Shingler's our lawyer. 229-524-1225 is the phone number. For whatever reason you need a lawyer, you're going to need one, and Billy Shingler is the man to call.
And remember, Shingler Law translated in Latin means not guilty. Shingler
Amen.
Law. Hey guys, I want to give a big shout out to TK's Bar and Grill, 571 North Cuthbert Street in Colquitt, Georgia, 229-254-7850. Give them a call. You can get a to-go order or go in and eat right there in their brand new restaurant. Most of the time on the weekends, they got live music on the stage in there. I promise you, some of the best food that you will eat. If they got great hamburgers, great pasta, got a wonderful salad bar, and they've got an out-of-this-world steak. TK's Bar and Grill right there, right off of Highway 45 North going to Damascus out of Colquitt, Georgia. TK's Bar and Grill is the place to be. If you don't want to go in, give them a call, order it on the phone, run in and pick it up and take it home and eat it. But I promise you, you will not be disappointed at our friends TK's Bar and Grill in Colquitt, Georgia, our sponsor here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Floyd, I had this video here that I was going to play and that you were going to give some commentary on. Would you like me to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, go ahead and play the video, and then I'll give him a commentary when he gets through. Yeah. You know, I analyze everything. I look at things. I see things that a lot of people don't see. You know, I look, the behind the scenes, and I see as Obama, Barack Hussein Obama, has to grab Joe's hand, to get him off the stage, and as he's escorting him off the stage, he's putting his hands on him. He's patting him on the back. He's putting his arm around him, and he's whispering in his ear. And here's my opinion of what he is telling Joe Biden. Barack Hussein Obama is whispering into Joe Biden's ear. And here's kind of what he's saying. He says, "You stupid, mumbling, shuffling fool. I'm doing everything I can to keep you and your loser son out of prison. Now, you do what I tell you to do, and whatever you do not have a bowel evacuation in your depends while you are walking next to me." Yeah, he told him.
That's good.
I mean, hey, if anybody out there wants to argue with that, hey, whatever you want, I don't care. But that's the way I see it. That's the way I read. And I know how to read people. I've been reading people a long time.
What better segue into Floyd's list of impossibilities and a whole lot more, brought to us by our good friend, Mr. T.C. Berryhill, Berryhill Auctioneers. Visit them online at www.berryhillauctioneers.com. T.C. Berryhill and Berryhill Auctioneers, our sponsor in exclusivity and perpetuity of Floyd's list of impossibilities and a whole lot more.
Amen, brother. We love old T.C. Berryhill. He's a good guy, man. He's been with us a long time. Y'all know. Y'all have. I don't think you ever met T.C. Have you, Charlie? But next time
never have.
We'll get y'all hooked up.
I want to meet him.
Tony Tabb knows him. Tony Tabb can testify to him. Tony Tabb and T.C. Berryhill. In fact, I think I may get Tony Tabb on one night to let him tell some of those T.C. Berryhill stories from the kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Ooh.
Impossibility. Floyd's list of impossibilities. This is an impossibility, people. Impossibility that Joe Biden, Barry Barack Hussein Obama, or Bill and Hillary Clinton have ever spent one dime of their own money on anything since they were elected to public office. I'd like to see the receipts of where Bill and Hillary Clinton, Barack Hussein Obama have ever paid for one thing that they have ever bought. Impossibility that unless you count illegal aliens, impossibility that unless you count illegal aliens, can you say that on TV? Illegal aliens, that you will see anyone that is wearing a Biden Harris t-shirt. Them illegal aliens have got them, man. They give. You see them? Do you see them with the band? Every one of them coming. We can vote for Biden. Biden. We vote. Where you from? Venezuela, China, Cuba.
You don't see anybody in America wearing them.
You don't see nobody. You ain't gonna see nobody. Have y'all seen anybody with a Biden Harris t-shirt or ball cap on?
I
was so ashamed of the man that I thought was going to save the nation that I wouldn't even wear his t-shirt or his ball cap. You're phony. You just as phony as Chuck Schumer. And Chuck Schumer is king of the phonies. Impossibility that any man named Barack Hussein Obama can be anything except a Muslim. Impossibility that the Democrat Party plays by rules with anything.
That's a good one.
Impossibility that any woman on The View knows how to cook a pot of boiling water. They don't know how to cook a pot. They can't cook a pot of boiling water. Impossibility. Y'all stay with me now. Y'all listen to me. This is an impossibility that General George Washington, General Robert E. Lee, General Ulysses S. Grant, General Black Jack Pershing, General Dwight Eisenhower, or General Norman Schwarzkopf. Y'all know who those people are. Some of you in Martha's Vineyard have no idea who they are, but we do. Ask any of their soldiers what pronoun did they prefer to be called.
Oh, testify.
Is that the stupidest thing you have ever heard in your life? Oh, he's not calling me by my. I'm a thee, they, she, him. Oh. An impossibility.
Hey,
go ahead.
I always like to go back to your childhood. You come in and you told your daddy and your mama that you wanted to be called by these pronouns.
Ooh.
First of all, they say, "What's a pronoun?"
That's it.
They said, "What's a pronoun?" He said, "Boy, what they teaching you in school?" Last but certainly not least, is the impossibility that Joe Biden can go 8 hours without having a bowel evacuation in his deep ends. I'm done.
Hey, I got one better than that, Charlie. Hold on. I got one better than that. What would it have been like the night you showed up to A.W. Smith's house and you said, "I'm Floyd B. Lloyd, and I use the pronouns he, him."
Now, not only would he have used the Lord's name in vain, I know there's a commandment for that somewhere about thou shalt not kill. So.
Needless to say, your beautiful wife would probably not be sitting in the background tonight.
She wouldn't be here tonight. No, that would have never happened, my friend.
Speaking of the 10 Commandments, let's do a shout out to the state of Louisiana who has they're ahead of us. And that look, every demon in hell, including Chuck Schumer, is going to come after them. I know that,
everything
but
they got.
they got a Republican governor, and they're going to subject some little Muslim child into hearing the Ten Commandments because they are to be posted now at every public school in the state of Louisiana. They're going to come after him, but man, I'm proud somebody did it, even if it's Louisiana. You reckon the Robertson family had something to do with that?
I don't know.
I bet you.
It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt.
No.
Marvin, I saw something on you. I pull up on when I'm having my coffee every morning in my quiet time. I like to pull up and Albany Herald. I like to pull the Albany Herald up, and I don't know if I was a doctor, podiatrist, doctor is watching tonight or not, but in Albany, the Marine logistics base, whatever they call it up there, Marine Corps logistics base in Albany. It's a place where they work on equipment and tanks and material that goes to help our fighting soldiers. But the Marine logistics, Marine Corps logistics base in Albany has decided that this year they are not going to have a 4th of July fireworks display. Now, I don't know what the budget for the Defense Department is, but surely they have got enough money in there for some firecrackers for Albany, Georgia, for the Marine Corps logistics base in Albany to have a fireworks show, but they're discontinuing it. And this is the tip of the iceberg. This is what's going.
Oh, yeah.
They're eventually going to do away with the 4th of July. That's meaningless to the Democrats. The 4th of July is an insult to the Democrats.
Yep.
Let me give a little shout out here. There's a gentleman watching us up in Birmingham, Alabama. He sent me just a one-line message, and this touched me. Eugene Vernon is watching up there. And the name I'm fixing to tell you, a lot of folks will know because they watched him for years and years do the weather on both Channel 4, Channel 18. Heard this guy and I start a radio station off. Well, actually, he wasn't there, but in 75, he joined us at WKMX. Connor Vernon, meteorologist, is Eugene's brother. And, of course, we lost Connor in 2017. But he just hit this line, and it just flooded me with memories of conversations that Connor and I had through the years about politics. And Mr. Vernon said, Charlie, Connor would have loved this. Eugene, we would have had Connor on by now if he was still with us, I guarantee you. God bless you. I appreciate hearing that word because Connor Vernon was one of a great individual, and he loved this country. All right, get ready for the hot weather. 93 tomorrow after a low in the morning, 72. The moisture is going to be kind of coming out of the air during the night tonight, so tomorrow morning won't feel that bad. But we'll get up to 93 tomorrow afternoon, Saturday. Little chance of rain, better chances of rain when we get to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And after a few days of 93 to 96 to 97, we will certainly need that moisture. The folks at Kelly Crop Insurance in Colquitt, Georgia know that as well as we do, and we appreciate them being a part of our program each and every Thursday night. We had a good time tonight and talked about a lot of things that are true, that we kind of made light of some of them. And that's the only way I think we can survive with sanity is to kind of laugh about some things once in a while, but it's serious business. Pray for this nation. Things can change. If one state, Louisiana, can elect enough of the right folks, can get enough of the right folks in office to pass legislation and the governor sign to bring something back, like the 10 Commandments that the three you see here, and the one who's not with us tonight, Queasel, we grew up in school systems where they were there. They were there. And ever since they've been taken out, things have gone downhill. Pray for the nation. Floyd, it's yours.
Thank you, Charlie. Amen, brother. I encourage you, all of you, to exercise your Second Amendment rights. Always be prepared for whatever comes your way. You never know when it's coming. And if you got it in your pocket, put it in your pocketbook. Have it where you can get your hands on your Second Amendment rights. Be vigilant of your surroundings. Watch what you are doing. Put that stupid cell phone in your pocketbook. Put it in your pocket when you are walking somewhere, when you're going to your car, when you're leaving the mall, when you're leaving the restaurant. Put it in your pocketbook. There's nothing important on that thing right there. There's nothing more important on that thing right there than your life. So put it down and pay attention to what you're doing. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Tonight, when you lay down on that bed, good cool room, good clean sheets, everything good, you start giving thanks to the good Lord above, to the God that created this whole universe, that created us, that created everything in it. When you start talking to him and giving him thanks, you thank him for everything he's done for you today. And you'll go to sleep and you'll still be thanking him. Good night, y'all. We enjoyed being with y'all. Good night.
Hey,
Can I take one little second right here?
Go ahead.
A lot of folks, he shies away from promoting this, but if you're looking for a good bunch of people to be around, hear the word of God, there's a place over there in Miller County, Georgia. It's on 3 Notch Road. It's Flat Creek Baptist Church. And the guy you see up there in the top left-hand part of your screen is the pastor. And you will be welcomed. You'll be made feel at home. He don't call you. Yeah, he does some crazy things, but he don't call you out. A lot of folks sometimes don't go visit a church because they think, all you visitors, now come down to the front, and he don't do that. But everybody in that building will make you feel like you are welcome and loved. Flat Creek Baptist Church on Sunday morning. Now you can talk.
Thank you, Charlie. God bless all of you. We appreciate you joining us tonight. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Mike Stewart, our guest tonight. Appreciate him coming on and sharing with us stories of quail hunting. We appreciate Sawega Meat Company, Peach Depot, Ulstered 9 and Phillips Auto Parts, Ziggy B's, TK's, Shingler Law, KWG Plumbing, Southern Hissy Fits, Berry Hill Auctioneer, and Kelly Crop Insurance. All of our fine sponsors right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. You know what I'm going to tell you. Sunday's coming. Go to church if you can. If you don't have a home church, we'd love to have you come and be a part of ours at Flat Creek and visit us. Look to the Lord. Keep your eyes up. Keep praying to the Lord. Our scripture for the day says, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven where moth and rust do not destroy and where thieves do not break in and steal. Or where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Guys, we love you. Lord willing, and the creek doesn't rise, we're going to be right back here, same place, same time, for more Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Know this, we love you. We appreciate you joining us every Thursday night. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter who you're around, always remember this, be particular.
Good night, y'all.